I recently helped a friend move. It's alright, there's no footage of that. You'll just have to use your imagination. Actually, he's my hairstylist. His name's Scott. I refer to him as my hair tech. He offered to take me for food and drinks as a way of saying thanks. Food and beer? How could I refuse? We went out to Double Clutch Brewery out in Evanston, near O'Hare. Nice area, the place itself was pleasant, clean and had a chill vibe. It honestly looks like any other pop-up brewery you see nowadays. The only exception being that they had a showroom with cars, set up to resemble a garage. The food and beer were good. They served pickle soup that I totally forgot to try. Guess I'm gonna have to go back. It was a good time though. Ooh, creepy bridge. Thanks, Scott. It was a good ass time. Realize how much of an effort it was to set up cameras and to do everything yourself. Like, people don't realize what goes on behind the scenes just to get a shot like this. And when it's you by yourself doing it, it's kind of a surprising amount of effort. But in the end, it's kind of worth it. So after a long car ride talking to myself and one train delay later, I finally get to Uncle John's. I hop out of my car and find Marvin in the middle of renovating/expanding. His place seems cluttered, that's why. Now, I originally planned to just shoot myself getting the game, but I decided it would be better to also highlight Marvin and his store, Static Games. I'll let him tell you more about it.
Hi, my name is Marvin. I am the owner of Static Games here, located at Uncle John's Flea Market in Cedar Lake, Indiana. I got started with an idea that I had. I think like most people, they always, as a kid, like at least think about it once in your life, like, man, it'd be cool to own a game store. It'd be cool to start a game store. I started off as a collector. I really started to collect hardcore like 2012. The idea was, man, how can I grow my collection? And I was like, what if I take my duplicates that I find, hoard them for a while, build up a nice collection, and start my own game store. And then the trade-ins that come in, I can take the stuff that's not in my collection and put it in my collection, and I'll be like, I'll have people bringing me stuff to put in my collection. That was literally the mindset. Totally did not turn out like that whatsoever. It turned out that I had to pull my collection out and put it into the business.
I didn't know you put up your own personal stash.
I did it after a while, because I realized that it wasn't going to work. It wasn't going to work that I kept eating the inventory. It was not sustainable as a business to do that. So I literally had to like tell myself, you're going to make this work, you got to make some sacrifices. And unfortunately, I had to gut the personal collection and bring it out to the store to keep the store flowing with product. So, and it's still, even though it was like 6 years ago, it's still an open loop. So.
At the top of your head, how big was your collection at its peak?
25 or 3,400. It's hard to say. Well, those two numbers sticking in my head, I don't remember exactly anymore. It's like thinking about your ex and then like, did she have blue eyes? Did she have brown eyes? It's been such a long time that you don't even want to think about it. Well, this May will be 7 years, in the middle of May. I started off in Gary, on Cleveland. That was a huge learning experience because I learned a lot. I made a lot of mistakes and I learned from it. But it also helped make me the business person I am today. Mm-hmm. I've met enough resellers. I've met a lot of people to know that nobody gets rich selling used games. That's a fact. I would like to see myself having a storefront and living comfortably. And having things coming in like crazy. I always need trades, man. I try to pay fair prices. That's how I believe I've been able to build up like the inventory here. Mm-hmm. It's just I try to be fair. You know, if somebody brings me something, you know, I'll give them between 50 to 60% in cash. If it's something good, the average eBay sold listing. I gotta say it like that because some people might bring me like Jenga on the way and be like, I thought you said 50 to 60. Hell no, bro, not for shovelware. I try to run it the way I like it. If the shoes were reversed and I was going to somebody else's game store, I liked it. All right, the prices are reasonable. Like, I don't expect them to be super underpriced because it is a business, you know. But at least reasonable, willing to work with you, pay a fair offer for trades where it's not an insult. Like, you're like, what the hell? Why didn't I even come here? Like, so I try to be fair. If the customers like it, I like it. Hey, how's it going? If the customers like it, I like it. You know, it's like the movie Joe Dirt. It's like, it's not what you want, it's what the consumer wants, right?
The hobby, like right now, the current state of the hobby.
The current state of the hobby is good and bad. There's more people in it than ever. It's not something that I think is going to die down, which was the fear when I started. Even before, when I was just collecting, I see kids coming in, they're 15 years old, they're buying Nintendo games. And obviously, they weren't alive back then. That's all right, cool. 20 years from now, there's going to be somebody out here still looking for this stuff. You know, it's not just going to disappear and fade away. You know, that's a blessing. The negatives are the market has changed too much, or some of the things that were affordable aren't affordable anymore. It doesn't make sense that like a game that was going for $10 before COVID is going for $100. I mean, you gotta ask what the market asks for. Like, if somebody comes in here with, I can't be like, oh, it used to be $10, I'll give you $5. They're gonna laugh at me. I gotta pay them a respectable offer. It's business, you know.
What's your rarest game?
Okay, so the rarest game I have in the store today is currently this game right here, Sumo Fighter. It is the complete in box. It's a game that you rarely ever see in the wild. And I believe there was a sale for this game. It went for around $1,900. It went for about $2,000 complete. So I started selling toys like 5 months ago. Just looking for ways to expand the business, trying to grow it. these have been selling pretty good, the horror figures themselves. So I was kind of hesitant to sell movies again, but I figured, well, the horror figures, you know, people like them, people buy them. Well, if they buy them, they might buy the movies while they're here, right? Like, it's like going to the grocery store and getting Gatorade on sale. You might as well get the gallon of milk and a loaf of bread while you're there. I take a cash, PayPal, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Ethereum is another cryptocurrency.
Ethereum sounds like some kind of like dark art or magical substance.
Yeah. The first time I heard of Ethereum, I was like, this is like fucking like the Amazon cryptocurrency.
So, remember when I said Marvin was going to hold the game for me? He forgot. See, Marvin is only here on the weekends, as he has a full-time job outside of this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, cool. I'm sorry, I totally forgot, man. I don't know if you noticed, but I've been pretty overwhelmed today.
It's still there, so
Yeah. Oh, man.
I'm not
that?
worried.
I can't even...
It's over here.
Oh.
Are you dusting it off?
Dusting it off for you, man. Give it a little bit of love.
Let me see. Yeah. Not bad.
Not bad.
After I buy what I came for, along with a few other things, I say my goodbyes and head back home, eager to add the game to the rest. Marvin's good people, and he'll talk your ear off if you let him. Now, I don't know how much exposure my little video will give him, but he's definitely someone worth shining a spotlight on, and I hope to showcase more people like him in the future. I'm gonna leave you with some extra footage that didn't quite fit into the main video, but otherwise, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next one. That's all I have. Damn.
You ready to have a good time tonight, girl? Guess what? I got them Trojans. So I get a piece of that black bass. So stupid, bro.
What about black asses? Like
Black bass.
Oh, black bass. Oh, my bad. I thought about big booty sleds or something.
He's like, let me see.
I got what?
How'd that get in there?
I thought it was